What is up, Money fam? Sorry for no uploads for like 6 or 7 days. Sorry. Did start school and it was crazy. Had tons of work. I know you guys, tons of work. What? Yeah, tons of work to do. Sorry, but tons of work to do. Could not upload, but you know what time it is. It's picks of the week. So from last week, we came out with a 9-1 tie record. Decent, but not great. I could have definitely did better. I mean, the Saints game, who would have thought that? So 9 and a tie, and the tie was Steelers, which made me very sad. Come on, Steelers, you have to do that. You have to just put them in the coffin. You can't let them get that W. So back at it again, and we are starting off with week 2, 16 games, no bye weeks. So let's just get right into it. So first game off the block is B-More v Cincinnati. So B-More blew out the Buffalo Bills 47 or something to like 2. I don't even know what they blew them out bad. And they took out AJ McCarron on the Bills side very early. So I'm going to have to go with B-More just because off of that nasty W. Okay, so now we got Carolina versus Atlanta. I think it's pretty easy. Atlanta, the defense of Carolina is a little iffy. I mean, their linebackers are good for Carolina, but other than that, don't really see where they can stop Julio and Calvin Ridley as well, and Devontae Freeman. Don't know where they're going to stop them from. So next up is Indianapolis versus Washington. This one is iffy, but Indianapolis did lose by 10 points versus Cincinnati. Yes. And so I'm going to go with Washington. Alex Smith, once again, decent wide receiver core. I think he'll be able to get it done. I guess that I don't really know anybody on that Indianapolis defense that well other than Malik Hooker. So we got Houston versus Tennessee. I'm going to go with Houston on this one just because they fought again versus that juggernaut of Tom Brady and New England Patriots. They got in within 4 or 7 points, I believe, within beating them. So definitely have to pick them. Philly v Tampa Bay. One thing before you start, Saints got beat by Tampa Bay, but I'm still not buying into the Tampa Bay train. So I'm still gonna go with Philly. I think that's pretty easy. The Super Bowl champs versus Tampa Bay, just off of a W. Can't go off of a W just to upset Philly. So really can't. So we got Kansas City versus Pittsburgh. I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I'm going to have to go with Pittsburgh. It's not always going to be like this, guys. Don't worry about it. But I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are always going to get that lucky. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Tyreek Hill got a punt return. They're not always going to get that stuff. Tyreek's not always going to be that explosive. So I think we got that. We were like number 1 or something with sacks last year. So I think we can get it done and we can get that W this time. So, yes. So next is Miami versus the Jets, and I'm going to go with the Jets because of that awesome win, and Sam Darnold's looking upwards, definitely. Shout out to all you Jets fans and Sam Darnold fans. I think they will win. Next is LA Chargers versus Buffalo. I think this one is easy. Chargers, the one problem on the Buffalo side is the QB. And what do the Chargers have? Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa. That's all I really need to say. If they don't get there, then that's the game, but I think they will. So we got Minnesota v. Green Bay. I really don't know. Green Bay barely beat Chicago, and it's Chicago, but the defense is very good. Minnesota is another one of those very good defenses. I'm going to go with Minnesota because the defense is revamped and the offense is revamped as well. Well, not revamped on the defensive side, but just same old good Minnesota D. So then we got Cleveland v. New Orleans. I really don't know what happened. I could not watch that New Orleans game, but they did put up good numbers, New Orleans, but they just couldn't, they couldn't stop them. So I'm just going to have to go with New Orleans, but Cleveland may put up a fit with that Steelers offense and game and only got 21 points, which was kind of shocking to me. So, yes, I'm going to choose New Orleans over Cleveland. Next one is Detroit v. 49ers. I really can't tell with this one. 49ers defense. They got Richard Sherman. That's the only name that's popping up in my head. Detroit got pick 6, only 17 points though. Stafford did not move that rock well whatsoever. So I'm going to say 49ers. Jimmy G, put it all in his hands. Jimmy G, I think he might win and come out with a W. LA Rams versus Arizona. Almost every single time I see LA Rams versus a lower offensive powered or not a very good defensive powered team, I'm going to pick LA. So LA again, just because of that explosive offense. So we got New England versus Jacksonville, and I think once again what I said last time, New England is going to beat Jacksonville because they just always are very consistent. And I think Tom Brady's going to be able to pick apart that very good defense. Oakland v. Denver. I think that's Denver. Oakland did come out strong versus the Rams, and that surprised me. But they did not keep it for long, and it was done with. Now, Denver has a good line, so I don't think they'll be able to keep the ground and pound. They have Von Miller and Bradley Chubb and a pretty solid defense. So I think Denver will come on top. So we got Giants versus Dallas, and I did not watch the Dallas game, but they did not perform like I said in the other video. I thought they were going to ball out. So I'm going to go with the Giants. I don't really know any person on defense for the Dallas Cowboys that can guard OBJ solidly throughout the whole game. And I don't know if Saquon Barkley's going to ball out, but I don't really know if the line can take care of him or not. I don't know if they can hold him in Dallas. So the last game is Seattle versus Chicago. This one's tough, but Seattle surprised me last time, and I think they're going to surprise me again. I'm going to go with Seattle. So that was my picks of the week. Guys, good luck. I hope I can get you some cool W's. Definitely comment down below if it helped you. Last time we came up with a 9 and I guess a half with the tie records. Let's see if we can get better this time. Peace out, Money Fam.